brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Derek Carr. Dallas Carr is an American football quarterback for the Oakland Raiders of the National Football League. He was drafted by the Raiders in the second round of the 2014 NFL Draft. He played college football at Fresno State. Derek is the younger brother of former NFL quarterback and fellow California State University, Fresno alumnus David Carr. Early years. Carr was born in Fresno, California, the youngest of three children to Roger and Cheryl Carr. He and his family lived in Bakersfield, California before relocating to Sugar Land, Texas, in 2002, when his oldest brother, David Carr, became the first overall draft pick of the then-expansion Houston Texans. Carr and his family moved back to Bakersfield for his senior year, and he attended Bakersfield Christian High School. Carr's high school football career began at Clements High School in Sugar Land, Texas. After playing on the freshman team his first year, he became a backup quarterback on the varsity team as a sophomore. He did not prepare himself to become the starting quarterback, but a preseason injury to another quarterback thrust him into the role. Carr made gradual progress as a starter for the Clements High School Rangers. He passed for 1,246 yards and 12 touchdowns as a sophomore, and 1,622 yards and 16 touchdowns as a junior. While a junior, Carr led his team to an undefeated 13-0 season before losing in the quarterfinals of the 2007 Class 5A Division II state playoffs in Region 3 to the Katy High School Tigers, the eventual champions. Also, during his junior year, Carr was heavily recruited. His college choices included Fresno State, SMU, Boise State, the University of Southern California, UCLA, and Utah. Of these schools, only Fresno State, SMU, and Utah made a scholarship offer towards Carr. Ultimately, he verbally committed to Fresno State on May 25, 2008, at the end of his junior year. Carr was the program's first recruit of the 2009 class. In 2008, Bakersfield Christian High School athletic director and former NFL player Doug Barnett confirmed that Carr would transfer to BCHS, amid rumors that he would have gone to nearby Stockdale High School or Bakersfield High School, two schools with historically good football programs. As a senior, Carr led the Eagles football team to a 12-1 record and the California Interscholastic Federation Central Section Division V championship. The only blemish came at home against Oaks Christian High School, a national football powerhouse. During the team's season opener, on October 29, 2008, Carr was selected by ESPN Rise as the National Football Player of the Week after passing for 441 yards and 3 touchdowns in a game against Tehachapi High School 5 days earlier. Carr would eventually set a Central Section record by throwing 544 yards in a win against Darwin High School on November 7, 2008. Carr was also selected by the Bakersfield Californian as the 2008 All-Area Football Player of the Year. Carr also set a new school record when he passed for 6 touchdowns and ran for 2 in a blowout win against small school Fowler High at home. After the game, reporter Mark Whaler asked Derek, "How did things click so easy?" Carr replied with, "It was like playing a video game. When a person sets their attributes to 99 all the way around, you can pass and run all over the team. Today just felt like a video game against Fowler High." After his high school football career finished, Carr was named the National Player of the Year by the National Private Schools Athletic Association in 2009. College career. Carr enrolled as an early entry freshman for the spring semester at Fresno State in 2009 so he could participate in spring football with the Bulldogs. Then Fresno State head coach Pat Hill stated that Carr, a true freshman, was in the mix for the starting quarterback position as late as mid-July. However, days before the 2009 season began in September, Hill announced junior Ryan Colburn would start over Carr. After redshirting his 2010 season, Carr took over the starting quarterback position for Fresno State in the fall of 2011. During his 3 years as a starter, he threw for 12,843 passing yards and 113 touchdowns. Carr received the 2013 CFPA Elite QB Award for his performance over 3 seasons at Fresno State. He joined fellow Bakersfield native Philip Thomas as the school's second CFPA winner. In 2013, Carr won the Sammy Baugh Trophy, which is awarded annually by the Touchdown Club of Columbus to the nation's top collegiate passer. He finished in 8th place in the Heisman Trophy voting. While at Fresno State, he wore number 4 as an homage to his favorite NFL player, Brett Favre. 2014 season. Carr was selected by the Oakland Raiders in the second round of the 2014 NFL Draft, with the 36th overall pick. On May 16, he was assigned his requested number of 4. On May 21, he was signed to a 4-year, $5.37 million contract with a $2.2 million signing bonus. On August 28, Carr impressed the coaches and fans in the Raiders' fourth and final preseason game against the Seattle Seahawks, after coming into the game as the backup to Matt Schaub, taking the Raiders down the field for 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, then throwing another touchdown on the next possession of the second quarter, before being relieved. For his short playing time in the game, he went 11/13 for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns for a nearly perfect quarterback rating. On September 1, Raiders head coach Dennis Allen announced that Carr would start over Matt Schaub in the team's opener against the New York Jets, and mentioned that the decision was not week to week. Carr would be the Raiders' starting quarterback moving forward. Carr therefore became the first rookie quarterback in Raiders history to start a season opener, and was also the only rookie quarterback from the 2014 draft class to start in Week 1. Carr made his first career regular season start against the New York Jets on September 7. During his professional debut, he passed for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Raiders were unsuccessful during his debut and lost to the Jets, 19-14. In Week 4 against the Miami Dolphins at Wembley Stadium, Carr left the game due to a high ankle sprain and MCL sprain. He was relieved by Matt McGloin, but the Raiders still couldn't find their momentum, losing to the Dolphins, 38-14. On October 12, in his 5th start of his career versus the division rival San Diego Chargers, Carr made history by setting a new Raiders franchise record for the most passing touchdowns in a single regular season game by a rookie with 4. This surpassed the previous record of 3 passing touchdowns, which was set by Matt McGloin during his rookie campaign in 2013 versus the Houston Texans. Additionally, Carr set single-game personal records for passing yards by throwing for 282 yards, and for total passer rating, which amounted to 107.7. Although Carr had a career day The Raiders ultimately were defeated by the San Diego Chargers by the final score of 31-28. On November 20, Carr won his first NFL game by leading the previously winless Raiders to a 24-20 upset win over the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday Night Football. The Raiders trailed the Chiefs 20-17 early in the fourth quarter, but Carr led them on an 80-yard drive that lasted just over 7 minutes. The fourth quarter comeback ended with Carr throwing a game-winning touchdown pass that put them up 24-20, with just under 1:40 to play. The Raiders would go on to get their first victory of the season. On December 7, Carr led the Raiders to a 24-13 victory over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Carr posted a 140.2 rating, the highest for a Raiders quarterback since Rich Gannon in 2001. Carr finished his rookie season with 3,270 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. He became the first Raiders quarterback to start all 16 games since Rich Gannon in 2002. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.